You must have spent centuries looking for your family only to find animals, treacherous savages who betray even one another.
The first spin-off of the hugely popular The Vampire Diaries, the originals, were about siblings who had been turned by their mother over 1,000 years ago. The show caught on and was a big hit with the fans of The Vampire Diaries. Despite the many things they did which didn't sit well with some people, viewers wanted to see more. In this video, we're going to talk about the secrets behind the scenes which most of the fans and viewers do not know about. So stay tuned to get the deets. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Not a lot of people know that not only is the originals a huge success, it also paved the way for plenty of other shows on the CW. The show was the network's first successful spin-off, and it laid the ground for other potential spin-offs like The Flash. Where did they get the idea for the show? Did someone overseeing The Vampire Diaries come up with it? Nope, it wasn't also the author of the show that inspired the show. The fans came up with it. While watching The Vampire Diaries, they wanted to know more about Claus and the rest of the Michelson family. Fans then began making videos using clips from the show. Through the videos, fans were able to show everyone just what an original series would look like. The show's creators saw the videos and started talking. The rest, as they say, is history. Without the originals, The Flash wouldn't have been possible. This might come as a shock to many, but before the originals, the CW has never had a successful spin-off. What changed the minds of the powers that be at the network? It was the popularity of the Michelson family that convinced them that a spin-off would be a great thing. So the next time you watch Barry Allen moving faster than your eyes can see and saving people from all sorts of disasters, just know that the Michelson family is responsible for him being on screen and enjoying the popularity that he's got today. A lot of people often get this wrong, but the originals are not the oldest supernatural beings, although much has been said about their advanced age. The originals have existed for thousands of years because of vampirism, and they are also considered the most powerful creatures in the world. Yet the original vampires weren't the oldest in the world because that honor belongs to Amara and Silas. Silas was a powerful witch, but he wasn't as powerful as his fiancée, Ketsia, who he tricked into making a powerful elixir that's supposed to give whoever drinks it immortality. He had the drink on the night of their wedding. However, it was all just a trick because Silas betrayed Ketsia and had the drink with the woman he truly loved, Amara. Seeing as how she was tricked, Ketsia took her revenge on the duo by leading Silas to a tomb and making Amara the anchor to the other side. As the anchor, Amara felt every supernatural being cross to the other side, and the pair lived as such for more than 2 millennia before they finally became free. We seldom hear of spin-offs eclipsing the popularity of the original series, but that is exactly what happened with the originals. It was just like the student surpassing his master. Fans of the show know that The Vampire Diaries came before the originals, but both shows were based on a series of novels by L.J. Smith and were a hit long before they became shows. But how did the originals surpass the popularity of the predecessor? One of the most common theories being offered is that the Michelsons are more mature than the Salvatores. With the Salvatores, high school takes center stage and much of the plot is about young love. With the Michelsons, the storyline is more about family, parents, and on choosing loyalties. The show also gave fans the rarely seen experience of rooting for both the hero and the villain at the same time, and this was personified by Klaus Michelson. The actors playing the Michelson brothers, Joseph Morgan and Daniel Gillies, are very good friends, although they were often at odds with each other in the show. They often play pranks on each other, especially in between filming scenes, and apparently it was Gillies who started all of it. His and Morgan's parking spots were next to each other, and one day he parked his Jeep diagonally across both parking spots. Morgan sought revenge by hiding that Jeep. Although we don't have all the nitty-gritty on what went down, it seems that Morgan hid the Jeep somewhere, possibly in the cellar where Marcel kept Claus chained up. Another prank which they often pulled on each other was locking each other out of their dressing rooms. Daniel finished what he started by parking so close to Morgan's car that the latter couldn't get the door of his car opened. Anyway, he eventually got the door open, but damage had already been done. The cast of the show rarely filmed in New Orleans, although the show is set in New Orleans in and around the French Quarters. The show has a unique look and feel that sets it apart from its predecessor, yet in reality, the cast and crew were rarely in New Orleans. The majority of the series was filmed in the suburbs of Atlanta, including the French Quarter where the show's lead spent so much time. What viewers saw on the street was actually a street in Conyers, Georgia, just dressed up to look like that very famous place. But the show did occasionally go to New Orleans. For instance, the backdoor pilot of the series that aired during Vampire Diaries' 4th season was shot almost entirely in that city, and the show also traveled to New Orleans for quick shots throughout all the seasons. Rebecca's departure was never intended to be permanent, permanent, fans were actually shocked when she left during the 16th episode of the first season. However, it was also a great moment for the character because Rebecca was finally given freedom after numerous lifetimes spent under the control of her damaged family. On the other hand, viewers weren't expecting a major character to drive off into the sunset so early in the series because that doesn't usually happen. Claire Holt, the actress who portrays Rebecca, says her departure was discussed from the show's beginning. During a 2014 Paley Fest panel, she explained that she had been away from home for so long that she had made a choice to take the time to reconnect with the people she loves. However, she thought that she'd only be done temporarily and she was looking forward to coming back and reuniting with the cast at some point. She did come back multiple times throughout the series. The series was actually not cancelled, contrary to popular belief. Over the years, the show shed a great deal of its audience. It debuted in 2013 with more than 2 million viewers. But there was a great change in the season finale as it only had 870,000 viewers. Given the significant decline in viewership, audiences thought that it was cancelled. However, series creator Julie Plec took to Twitter to make an announcement that the show would be bidding goodbye before the 5th season, even before it went into production. The show should still consider itself lucky because not many shows have the luxury of deciding when to end things. The statement released seemed to indicate that there was an agreement between the producers and the network to end the series, and the network gave the producers the time they needed to quickly finish the story. Charles Michael Davis plays the part of Marcel very well, but he very nearly played someone else. Unbeknownst to most, Davis auditioned for the part about 6 times when he was turned down each time. When he got the call to take part in the originals, he took the chance without any hesitation. Things even got better when he found out that Joseph Morgan was part of the cast, as the two had been poker buddies a few years before. Another fun fact is that before he became an actor, Davis used to be a model. Claus was supposed to pass away on the Vampire Diaries. The gang in Mystic Falls spent most of the 2nd and 3rd seasons attempting to dispatch him, and they almost succeeded. The mastermind of the show, Julie Plec, revealed in an interview that the original hybrid was supposed to finally meet his demise at the end of the Vampire Diaries 3rd season. The move was meant to result in a happy ending to a long struggle against a worthy villain. Things changed quickly. The showrunner said that with such fine actors, they had to make distinct marks that they had to let the storyline evolve. So the writers had no choice but to change their strategy, and they decided to keep Claus, but there was a lot more to tell about the whole family. And speaking of Claus, he was not undead. He's just sort of undead. Unlike his siblings who are pure blood, he has certain powers that his siblings don't share. One of the most important powers is one that is also the most human, the power to recreate. Vampires are unable to conceive or have children, but werewolves can. Even though Claus is not dominated by vampire nature, his werewolf side eliminated the infertility that is traditionally part of the conditions of being a vampire. That loophole enabled him and the werewolf Haley to have a baby together. Unlike his father, Claus, his daughter Hope is truly alive. She's the first and only hybrid in the world, a combination of a witch, werewolf, and vampire. And she ages just like everyone else. Unlike most vampires who can't do magic, Hope can do magic. That's it, folks. We have come to the end of our video. Which behind-the-scenes secret did you not know about? Do you have any other secrets to share? Let us know in the comment section. Stay tuned to this channel for more future videos like this. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post.